I didn't get a chance to say hello. Can you hear me? This is Miriam.
Yes,
Miriam.
Hi. I had a problem with the Zoom, so I actually connected by phone, and I've been listening to everyone all this time because I figured everybody was so hot for questions to be answered. So I've been listening and enjoying.
Awesome.
And I'm obviously happy to say anything if you need me to, but you know, I was ready for that.
I'd love you to say something, and so you can turn Eileen into a super captain like you.
Everyone else is still with us.
And Miriam, and Eileen, and I'm not sure who else is with us, the 615 number, but Miriam is from Danbury, Connecticut, and she has sold out her screening, and it was an awesome campaign to watch, and I was with her along with her in the captains group, helping her plug away. So, Miriam, tell us in brevity your captain story just so far.
Okay, so my screening is next week, a week from tonight, and I'll say a couple of things. Everything that you talked about during this call is exactly what I was doing. I'm not that techie, but I managed to figure out Facebook postings. I also think that the personal touches are extremely important. So I wanted to just say that I think my most powerful tip is that I focused at some point on speaking so passionately about the film, even telling George's story. And I did that at my events and at other events and kind of captured people. And the look on people's faces showed me that that was so important. And those people started signing up, and I'm sure of it. And it's also important during your campaigning on Facebook especially. I found it very important to change the photos from time to time on the invite. And so there's so many marketing tools that we have. So I changed the photos up and often use the video promos as well. And it's subtle. And I also sent information via Messenger, personal messages saying, hey, you really want to see this film? Come on, join me. So, and also it's not enough if you just love Kirtan, because all of us who are captains do love it, you know, but sometimes it's easier to share with people who love it. But I tried also to take the angle to share about why is it for everyone? Why is the movie for everyone? And you start to make people curious. So that's part of what, you know, what I think helped me a lot. And also, you know, there's a couple, I mentioned this on the first call, a couple of publications out there. There's one around the country called Natural Awakenings. And for those who have screenings that are, you know, in the future, Natural Awakenings can run a news brief, which they did for me. I don't know really the outcome, whether I got more people from that or not, but it could have, because I know I see my list. And I see my list, there's, my tipping number was 99, and we went to 140. So we've maxed out that theater.
Wow.
And so I see a lot of people on the list that I do not know. Of course, there's a lot of people that I do know, but the ones that I don't know, I guess they got the word somehow through word of mouth as well. And I think that was extremely helpful as well. Also, one last thing I'd like to say is it doesn't hurt to visit the theater and speak to the manager that's going to be there on your screening night, which I've done twice now. I connected with my manager tonight, and he's just so nice. And they get the power of some group of, when we were talking about a bunch of yogis and mantra people coming into their mainstream theater and enhancing the energy there somehow, and how amazing it'll be. And I talked to the guy so much, and I didn't tell him everything, but I just said enough. And he said, well, I'm on that night for sure. I'm going to come in and watch. So the manager will be in the theater with us.
Nice.
He seems so excited, you know. So that's really it. I'm having a great time. Just, you know, for a while there, I was a little worried, but then I realized I had a lot of faith that I could have it happen. I felt really good about it. And Mick and I have been back and forth, and he's been giving me a lot of, give me that boost to say it's coming, it's going to happen. And I've been very appreciative of that, because I thought initially 99 people was almost impossible in an area where Kirtan is still just growing. Also, if you have an opportunity as a captain to go and speak to anywhere, just go to speak. If there's a Kirtan in your area, go to the Kirtan and talk about the movie. I know a lot of people signed up. I mean, I am a Kirtan presenter, so that helped, but I only had 3 events between the time I started the campaign to now, and I was actually away when the whole thing tipped, and I thought that was pretty amazing too, but I was keeping track. So, but most important tip, I think, is be personal. Just be personal with your friends or the people around you, and send those personal messages, emails, notes, text messages. I sent them without spamming people. Be nice, and don't overdo it. And also posting on Facebook. I didn't really post constantly. It's just what I posted. And so the message in your Facebook post when you're promoting is also really important to make people feel like they're going to be involved in something so super special that they don't want to miss it. Also, can I just say one more thing? I don't know if anybody mentioned this, and not to be negative at all, but when planning a screening, I think, because even when I'm planning my Kirtan events, sometimes different times of the year are more difficult for people to commit than others.
Mm-hmm.
So we enter into times where people are really concerned about whatever, college graduations and high school and prom and all of these other things. And so sometimes taking that into consideration, if you have a screening in the middle of a week when school is letting out and people have graduation and prom, it might affect the screening turnout for sure.
Absolutely.
It has affected my Kirtan event, so I'm always cautious. So if you look around in your local area and see that those events are happening, people, they can't give up their family for the screening, and that's normal. But you might want to consider then changing the date, or, that's just what I was listening to. If you're worried.
I think, yeah.
I'm putting a new tip in the wizard. Miriam, thank you for that.
Okay, thank you.
This has been really, I think this has been really productive and hopefully really helpful for you guys. You know who you can connect with if you need help, if you need to extend your date. And connect
Captain's group.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are each other's best resource. So stay connected.
Will do. Thank you all so much. So appreciate all the support. Thank you.
Thank you. Lots of love to all of you.
Thanks, Miriam.